Welcome to your Daily Dose of Dani. I am Danielle Rocco and heading up my little Atlanta hotel here. It's pretty nice. Atlanta is beautiful. The people are great. I had the best Uber driver. He was very cool, gave me all the ins and outs of what Atlanta's about. And he did tell me, I was like, where do you eat? He's like, the food Atlanta's known for is not what you crave. So he gave me the skinny. I'm in I think it's like called Buckwheat. It's like a little part of Atlanta City. I don't know, maybe I'm not saying that, but I think it is. I think that's what it's called. I don't know. Small things that lead to big things. All right, talking about ego, right? Our ego runs us. Everything that we feel uncomfortable in life and we don't want in life comes from one spot. It's called our ego. And we don't realize how much it runs us. We can't live in abundance. We can't live into our desires. We can't live into our purpose when that is happening. When we're letting that rule us instead of us and our spirit and our purpose rule us, which really our spirit will lead us into our purpose. So when you have these small wins, so I'll give you an example of what a small win is. Okay, this happened to me yesterday and I was like, I was so excited when I realized how far I had come. I'm sorry, I'm going in and out of focus here. I called my brother up. I called the people that are close to my heart and shared this with. So you should make sure you have that in your back pocket, a list of people you can share your wins with, because wins are wins no matter how big they are. But I had something very, I don't know, people would say tragic or it was life-changing. I don't want to use the word tragic. It was very life-changing that happened a year ago, and it was awesome and so needed. Oh, this is going to drive me crazy in my life. And I was too weak at the time. I had too much ego at the time to recognize it. I knew it, but I didn't want to do anything about it. So fast forward a year, it happened, and it was great, and moving on, and now I'm doing all these amazing things in life, and I'm so pumped about it. I got a message. And basically, when you get one of these messages, without going too much into detail, in my past, I would have been like, I would have been so happy, because I would have been so happy. I'd have been like, I told you. I knew I was right. Blah, blah, blah. And I would have had this whole ego trip that went over me, shining down the light on me that kind of justified that, no wonder. I knew that shouldn't have happened. I knew that I was wrong. I knew that other people in my life were wronged, and blah, blah, blah on you, because now it's coming back to get you in the ass. Do you know what I'm talking about? Have you ever had those moments where you're like, see, I told you it'd bite you in the ass. You shouldn't have acted that way. Karma. And you think this way. That's all your ego running you. Totally. Because what good does that get you? You go right back into a negative spot that you might have thought when the wrong was done to you. Or the different, I don't want to call it wrong, but the thing happened. I didn't. I had zero emotion. I didn't have any judgment. I wasn't here or I wasn't there. I just was like this. And I was like, I killed another aspect of my ego. So I'm sharing this with you. So when you find yourself in that situation, you can recognize it and you can kill your ego. Don't try to just put it aside and deal with it later. Freaking kill the crap out of it. And it is the most exciting, peaceful, loving feeling when you don't need to cast judgment, when you can just be like, oh, okay, and talk from a place of here, that here place that I talk about. I gotta come up with a name with it. I don't know. My dear, dear, dear friend who's super close to my heart, he calls it ground zero. Maybe I'll just call it that. Maybe I'll steal that from him. Who knows? So think about it. As you're going through the day, when you have something yucky come up, kill it, because that's your ego. If something happens and you want to be like, haha, I told you so, stop. Don't. Just live in peace. It's amazing. And I will see you guys on the other side.